Welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. I'm going to be talking about the two dogs that were shot in London. I thought it was personally absolutely atrocious. Some of the news report which was on, because there was a lot of videos just before this case got big, where a lot of people uploaded it to basically social media, and obviously the news got involved and blocked quite a bit of it out, which actually what actually happened. I'm just going to play some of the news clipping.
Police tasered a man and shot two dogs dead in front of screaming witnesses in East London. Footage posted on social media showed officers pursuing the man holding the two dogs on a short leash along the canal in Limehouse. London Scotland Yard has issued a defence of its armed forces, saying police have a duty to act where necessary before any further injury is caused. Now, it's a disturbing video that has been making rounds on social media. It shows officers pursuing a man holding the two dogs, and an officer is heard telling the
That scene there, my thoughts were, is why couldn't basically there just be two officers there without no arms just to calm the man down? Why was there so many of them? Although this guy was a threat to society, maybe his dog were running wild at the end of the day, but it for me personally, it doesn't look like that those dogs were really being vicious, or that he wanted to basically get them aggressive to attack the officers. I didn't really see that. It looked like to me that he wanted to get out of there. Yes, the dogs were excited and barking, but before that situation happened, why not approach quietly and softly? And also, you can also they can get a dog handler out to handle those dogs.
that they need to assess the dogs and him. The dogs can be seen barking at several armed policemen as the man turned away from the officers. Now, the man was reportedly pursued by 7 officers who told him to come back. The situation, it became heated and the man was tasered to the floor, while the animals, they were shot dead. In a statement, the police said the aggressive behavior of the two dogs was of considerable concern and posed a significant threat. The cops are called after a report of a woman being attacked by dogs. The police add, and I'm quoting here, "This is never an easy decision for any officer to take." The man was arrested for having a dog dangerously out of control and assault offences. The statement indicated that the Directorate of Professional Standards will review the circumstances of the incident. Our correspondent Alex
But my point is, those dogs were barking, but I didn't see them bite anyone, and I didn't see them it basically look like they were in sort of killer mode, as you've seen in other videos. It just seems, I saw the original video at the end of the day, and it just seemed that situation could be handled a lot differently. My point is why wasn't that basically toned down a bit? Maybe 2 officers without arms talking to him and quieting down the situation. Maybe bringing a dog handler in who were experienced with dogs, and if those dogs were dangerous and they had bitten or attacked someone, they would have been put down. But it just looks like a situation to me. My point is a situation which was taken way further than what it should have been. I think it could have been handled better by the police.
That is more on the story. Listen in.
A video that's been making its way around social media over the weekend has shown Metropolitan Police officers shooting dogs after the owner let them off the lead. Police have released a statement confirming that 2 dogs were destroyed. It said in a statement, "The aggressive behaviour of 2 dogs was of considerable concern and posed a significant threat. It's never an easy decision, but police have a duty to act before any further injury is caused." Now, a man was also arrested at the scene and has been taken into custody. The number of dog attacks recorded by police in England and Wales has risen by more than a third in 5 years, while the dog population has only risen by 15%. Sadly, both people and other animals have been victims of dog attacks, either injured or killed, and experts have blamed owners for not being able to understand the signs of aggression in their pets and then being unable to control them.
I think we need to obviously know the full story of, did those attack, did those dogs attack somebody or bit someone, that it was, really, really bad. I can understand the police being called, but I still think this situation could be dealt with a lot calmer than what I'm seeing. I think sometimes, the police have got laws and regulations, but I just think they acted a little bit too swiftly for my liking. I would have liked to see that dealt a bit differently. If I could understand it if those dogs were actually trying to bite the copper's leg or arm, and they were jumping up and down towards the face. I could understand them but like I said, they were still keeping a distance even while barking and getting a bit excited. But there were so many of them around. I still think that situation could have been dealt with calmer, and I don't think that would have happened. Yeah, maybe the dogs may have been put down at a later date, but like I said, I just hope we get the full story of what actually happened before that. I think we need to know that at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? And if the owner was prosecuted and those dogs were put down because it nearly killed someone, those dogs, I could understand that. But we still need to know the situation. But for me, personally, looking at that, watching the original video as well, that was just too strong. Seemed like to me it was too strong-handed. The police were with the guy and the situations. I think if that was a calmer situation, I don't think that would have happened.
Now, police do have the powers to remove out of control dogs, and owners can be taken to court and fined. If they keep a pet, then they may be subject to restrictions such as wearing a muzzle or being placed in a cage. But police are adamant that if a dog poses a risk, they will take action, and they've been asking the public to contact them if they're concerned. This is Alex Isaac reporting from London for Wheel.
Well, at the end of the day, let's just, like I said, get to know the full story of what happened. But what I saw was pretty sickening, to be honest. I honestly believe that watching it in my own eyes, that should be dealt with completely differently. It could have been dealt with calmer. At the end of the day, could have, 2 police officers there and the rest wait in the background to see when that situation. Call a dog handler in. That didn't have to materialise like that. Yeah, I could understand if they bit someone and they got previous for it. I could understand at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, I'd like to see the full story, who this dog attacked, and what happened, because I don't think it is as bad as what they're actually saying. At the end of the day, something's missing here. But like I said, I hope we find that out. Subscribe to Streamline Entertainment. Thanks, your boy Marvin.